Buzz is on sale. Some of the most popular weapons in the game right now are at 6-month lows, and if you are a flipper or a mercher, this is a great opportunity to get your hands on them now and make some bank. And if you were here for last week's episode of Flipping Friday, almost every single item I talked about has went back up in price this week, but there is still opportunity to make money off of those. The first weapon we're going to start off with is Dragon Claws. It is still dropping even lower than it was last week, and now I'll move on to some new items of the week. So starting off with, I have the Abyssal Whip. It is at a 6-month low right now, sitting right under 1.4 mil. These are an essential item for almost any player in Old School RuneScape. So I would expect these to go back up at some point, so it's a great opportunity to make some money there. Plus, they do get taken out of the game just from PvP and when people need new whips for their tentacle whip. So moving on, we'll get to some more weapons in just a second, but two things I want to note is Astral Runes are taking a nice dip right now, 80 GP. They could easily jump back up into 100 or so good money to make there, and you can buy a lot of them at once. Mortmire Fungus is also another interesting item that's taking a dip. This could be due to botting in the wilderness, maybe some of those wildy bosses, because they do drop a lot, or just bots maybe farming fungus. I'm not sure, but it is at a low sing right under 300 GP, and it's been steadily at 400 or more. Plus, we do have that Herblore update coming up, so people may be making potions around that time, and there may be a huge spike coming up. Moving on to some more weapons that are on sale, boys. Dragon Crossbow is pretty cheap right now, seeing a little bit under 1.5 mil. It has been up to 1.6 and 7 in the past right now. If you got big cash that you might be able to get to a couple of those. BGS is at a 6-month low right now. Now, this can be a little bit risky. It is most likely dropping in price since the Elder Maul buff, so there's more of a reason to use Elder Maul now, but you got to remember Elder Maul is insanely expensive, and at any point there could be a piece of content that comes out where BGS shines, and then it might shoot back up. For example, at Duke, you would still use BGS over Elder Maul or a Warhammer. Moving on, Heavy Ballista. This is the last one I want to talk about today, but I find it super interesting. So it's not at a 6-month low, but it's at a dip, and it's been at a stable price that's been at for years, around 800k or so. Well, with Project Rebalance, they are reworking how different things work with different attack styles. So I think they're looking to make different kind of range weapons meta in the future. Also, they made it where javelins don't break when you shoot them, which is really nice. Plus, I think a lot of people aren't thinking about it, but at Tormented Demons right now, the Heavy Ballista is one of the best in-slot weapons to use against them, since their mechanic with their shield is down. If you use a 7-tick weapon, you get a huge damage multiplier, and you get 80s or plus with the Ballista, and it attacks as a 4-tick cycle at that point. Now, I don't think there's been a big spike in the Ballista's price yet, even though it's insane at Tormented Demons, because most people probably aren't actually killing Tormented Demons yet, since the quest is not on Quest Helper just yet. I think once it's on Quest Helper and everyone gets the memo that the Heavy Ballista is insane there, I think there's going to be a spike here. So there's a huge opportunity for Heavy Ballistas, in my opinion.
Excuse me, young man. Would you like to make millions and billions of GP effortlessly? If so, make sure to join our flipping Discord down in the description. You wouldn't want to miss out on giveaways and the best weekly flipping and merching updates, would you?
Here's a crazy one from the flipping subreddit, Holden BF. Profit from January to May. This is 500 mil worth of flips. You got PVM items like Gaijin boots, armors, some weapons, and even some water orbs you can see down there at the bottom. Absolutely insane. He must have a huge cash stack to like process so many of those items. But even myself, I've been flipping these orbs as well. So from last week, I made 3.4 mil on earth orbs, 440k on water orbs, but I'm still holding a lot of them waiting for the price to go up. So it's been great for me. If you have any flips to show off, make sure to put them in the flipping Discord so I can show them off in the next Flipping Friday. Go flip it up.